All right, let's talk about it. Brent Faiyaz and Chris Brown has multiple girlfriends. And this proves my theory when I say it's a good selection of women who don't want good men. They want resources.
Been consistently seeing. I have like so many like women that I see that I've been consistently seeing for years type of shit. Where it's just like if I bring a new chick that I'm seeing into the equation, she just like, my nigga, you got too many that's just locked in already, my nigga. Like,
how do they coexist? How does coexisting work?
I think it gets to a certain point where it's like, if you know me, like, and how I've been doing shit for a certain amount of time, you're not gonna try and change what I'm doing.
Are you telling me that you have multiple relationships and that they're all okay with that?
I guess that's what it is. This I'm like mad inconsistent. I be moving around and traveling.
Respectfully, back in the old days, broke men didn't have women. They did not have women, and it's one of the reasons why I think that monogamy was created, so every man, the men who do not have power, the men who do not have status and fame and stuff like that, could get a woman, because I guess they were getting upset because one man had so many women. The modern day king, Chris Brown, Brent Faiyaz, Duke Dennis. Duke Dennis walked in the club and had 3 women wanting to say, "Hey, could we sit?" All three choosing, all three down. But if someone was not of their status, who was a good dude, who was just a regular guy, would never have 3 women. 9 to 5, no status, would never have 3 women. Would never have the rotation Brent Faiyaz has. Would never. These men have multiple because they can finance it. I mean, don't get me wrong, men do the same thing. Men see this, they see this. I mean, they'll marry this, but 9 times out of 10, they also creating the babies and taking this home too. Respectfully, it's the same thing in my opinion. Just one gets his title and one don't. But if anything, the wife got the worst end of the stick because she got to do manual labor, deal with his emotions, manage his money and everything. A lot of people want what's bad for them, and even when it comes to relationships, people want what's bad for them. It's almost like junk food. People want the junk food. They don't care that they run the risk of getting cavity. Women want winners. They don't want good dudes. They don't care about your. In the same way, men want attractive women. They don't care about your career. They don't care about this, then the third. They don't care about you being a good person. The baseline of everything now is, for women, are you a winner if you aren't attractive? And for men, it's, are you in shape and are you attractive? Those are the basics. And the basics women want now are winners. Brent Faiyaz is a winner. Yes, the status, the fame, the money, he can afford all these women. No man across the board is not taken away from a woman, whether it be sexually, mentally, financially. Men are taken away from women in all ways. Their labor, child, like their bodies, when they have children, men are always taken away from women. So now women are like, okay, I'm going to take away from you because you're always taken away from me. What else can I take away from you? Finances, resources. Even when a man deals with a woman for a short period of time, he took time, and time is precious to women. So he took time. You're taking something from her. So now women want to be compensated for anything. Sex, time, whatever, childbirth. We want to be compensated for it. There's no more of you not doing anything. Now you can call it prostitution, you can call it this and the third, but who is giving up all this stuff for nothing, right? Only a dummy would. We're going back to the days slowly but surely where the kings had all the women and the regular men had nothing. We're slowly but surely going back to those days where if you didn't provide, or you didn't pay for everything, or if you didn't do this and the third, you had nobody and nobody cared. And women would openly share the men who could give everything because that was more important. Best believe all the women that are dating Brent Faiyaz and Duke Dennis and Chris Brown, one of them, at least one, are trying to get them to take him seriously. Like, at least one is trying to get a relationship out of that man. Somebody is trying to trap him into a relationship or get a baby. Somebody is plotting on it, thinking that that's going to slow him down and stop him from being who he is. An evil rich man will always have more options and be more respected than a sweet broke man. I feel like the dynamic between men and women can never be repaired, and this is a hard pill to swallow. Hence why we keep recycling the same topics every 3 to 5 business hours. Is because a lot of people have trouble accepting what is coming. Today's rule is the kings will have all the women that they can provide for, and the men who can't provide will have nothing. I believe there are good men of all races and in all tax brackets, but we're talking about the men who are highly desired.